Hey everybody. Woo! Tai Chi has been fun, but sometimes it's been running over, so I apologize. Good morning. How's everybody doing? What do we need this morning? Feeling a little energized. Maybe it's just from, 2 hours of Tai Chi, but also I feel like, that spring energy is starting to transform into summer energy, and maybe I've got a little extra juice to burn. Let me know how you are, what you need. But today I think I want to start standing because definitely not feeling like I need to be too chill. Maybe I need to burn off a little excess. So I'm going to come to standing at the top of our mat. Feel free to say hello that you're here. Let me know if there's something that you want to work on. But otherwise, we're going to get started and you find your way. Never go to any extreme. Take out stuff that doesn't feel right. Check in on your knees, your hips, your shoulders. This isn't a no pain, no gain experience. We're just here to stick to the fundamentals of connecting with our body and our breath and our spirit and let them get to know one another and us not be in charge, okay? I'm actually not even in charge. I'm just going to feel out intuitively what's going on in my body. I'm going to close this window just so that we don't hear too much outside sound. So let's stand. You can have your feet together or your feet apart. All right, so feel out what feels right for you. And I'm just going to work my toes and my ankles, just waking them up. Maybe some of us are just getting up and the feet are like, wait, let's not do too much. Spread the toes, feel the toe joints, the muscles in the feet and ankles. Good, I'm just going to hold for a moment. Notice how the ankle wants to, at least for me, it wants to fall out. So I'm asking the ankle muscles, can they bring the feet in just a little? Let it be playful, laugh. And I'm going to lower that down. Nice. I'm just going to shift and lift and bring that down. I'm just going to shift and lift. Bring that down. I'm going to shake out my poor little feet. So say hello. Good morning, Bess. Good. I'm going to bring my hands to my hips and just do some gentle hip rotations. We're just saying good morning, hips. Good morning to one another. Good morning to our breath. Simple. Feel what's craving to move, what's feeling bunched up and tight. Change direction. Even when we notice things that are feeling a little uncomfortable, a little stressed out, try not to let the mind go into a criticism of, oh, I did this too much, or I didn't do enough of this over the last few days. No, let's come and arrive with kindness and care, and that we're just already nourishing ourselves with, ooh, I hear you, and we're going to be kinder over here. And ooh, I hear you. Yeah, we're going to move that a little more. Can we say stuff in the affirmative and in the positive? All right? I'm going to come to a neutral space. Try not to lock the knees back. I'm just turning sideways so you can see not locking the knees back. So I've got my legs straight, but I've got a little soft give. And let's breathe in and lengthen upward. Exhale for a gentle side bend. Now, I did bring my legs together before I did this, but you could keep your feet apart. All right, remember, don't lock those knees. Where do we feel some movement, some stretch, letting in? For me, it's down here. For some of us, it could be up in the shoulders or the ribs or multiple places. And breathing in and over. Just saying hello to our side body. Feel free to start making sounds. And I'm going to lift. And now just let that upper body come forward. I'm going to turn sideways here so we can see. I'm going to let my knees be soft. My upper body hang. If you need or wish to, widen the feet out, making space for your torso and your belly. Letting the head hang. Feel how willing we are to let go. And it's all right. We hold on as long as we need to. Letting go requires trust, and maybe we're just not there yet. And that's all right. We can start to practice that forgiveness on our own ability to let go or not. I'm going to roll the spine up, lifting my head last. I'm going to bring the hands behind the head, bend the knees a little, lift the chest. Very simple. And then exhale, let it go. We really got to keep the knees soft to protect the back. We'll do that again. Rolling the spine up. Gentle stretching in the back of the body. Hands coming up behind the head. Now go ahead, bend the knees a little. Hips pushing forward and up. Chest up, maybe look up, eyes open, don't forget to breathe, and forward, fold, let it go, deep breath. Good, I'm going to bring my hands to the floor, or some of you might want to put a block out here in front of you to give you a little something to hold on to. I'm going to keep my feet wider on my mat. And I'm going to place the left hand down and twist and just look down at the left hand. Don't try to go to any ideal as far as like how much you should twist. So back off a little. Maybe work the neck up and down. Hear the sound of your breath. Good. And I'm just going to switch right hand down to the block or the floor and twist. I'm going to look down at that right hand. Breathe in. Breathe out. And bring the hand down. I'm going to walk this block in a little. Step the left foot back. Over toward the left edge of the mat. Foot flat. Right knee bent. And lift. Maybe you feel a stretch in that left calf. I am. Breath. Shoulders, can you pull them back? And step the left foot up and switch it out. Step the right leg back. So the wide stance helps make space for our chest and our tummy. All right, now just feel that back foot flat if you can see that. Don't lock that knee, just like we talked about before. And then feel the spine pulling forward. Slide the shoulders back. Breathe. Good. Let's see if we can pull this all together for a little bit of a flow, getting into the legs, the spine, a little twisting, a little breathing. Step that right foot up. I'm going to keep that block out here. Roll the spine up. Breathing in and reaching up. Exhale, side bend, whatever side you want. Breathing in and lifting. Exhale over to the other side. Use the exhale to express the movement. Breathing in, lifting. Exhale, forward fold. I'm going to get those knees soft. Forgive my spine. Roll that spine up, patient and slow. Arms open wide. Hands behind the head again. Bend the knees. Stretch the chest up, lift, look up. Exhale, forward, fold, let it go, let it go. Let everything drip off your shoulders. Rolling the spine up. Soften your feet too. Can we even trust that our feet don't need to clench? Arms open, hands behind the head, knees bending, lifting, offering. Exhaling, coming forward. Good. Hands to the block. Maybe walk it out in front of us a bit. Don't lock the knees. Maybe shift forward a little. Left hand down, twisting. You could always just put your hand on your back here. Let the belly breathe. Don't push so hard on that left wrist that you're numbing it. Don't forget that your legs are giving you a root. Are you standing in them? And twist. Good. Let's find the other side or hang out there if you like. Right hand down and twist. Feel free to moan, groan, say hello to Puma. and release. Now I'm just going to bring the block back a little. I'm going to step the left foot back foot flat, bend the right knee, shoulders back, and now I'm going to pull my chest up like I'm trying to find a back bend here. And exhale, I'm going to straighten that right leg. Don't block that knee. Be kind, soft, and patient for whatever amount of movement your body wants to give you. And bend that right knee. Step the left foot up. Take your time. Feel stable before you step that right leg back. Feel your arms giving you support. Feel your hips. Good. Sink in the legs. Pull the chest up. Invite the breath. Invite the vision. Invite feeling. And straighten that left leg. If you push the left toes down, if we're pushing down through those toes, you might feel a stretch through the top of that foot and the shin. Breathe in, breathe out. I'm going to bend the left knee, step that right foot up, and round the spine up to standing. Good. I'm going to bring my feet in a little bit closer, okay? So I'm not going to be as wide as my mat. I'm just going to bring it in just a little bit closer. Bend the knees. Pull the butt back. Look down. Make sure you can see your toes. Not having the knees go past those toes. So we're pulling that back. You might feel a little bit of engagement, like low core, saying, oh, you want me to do what? And lifting the chest, and you say, thank you for being a part of me. Maybe even just rest your hands at your belly and feel the breath. If you have your balance and stability, perhaps you want to add some reaching, some aspiration into the body, into the breath, into the mind. Hands to prayer, standing up. I'm going to bring my weight into this right leg. I'm going to ask this left leg to lift. It could just be off the earth a little. And open and close. Good. Open and close. One more. I'm just going to see, does this hip really want to do that? Woo. It's saying slow your roll. Okay. And close. Bring it down. Bend the knees. Now I'm going to lift my toes. My toes have been bunching. I was starting to lose some sensation in those feet. I want free movement of energy, right? Nothing getting numb, nothing getting tingly. Tailbone under a little. Thank your legs. You don't have to be so deep in that chair, right? You could sit up more. We don't have any goals here. We're not performing here. This isn't something for optimal performance. We're here to connect and listen. Right leg, left leg, do they want to hold us? Are they like, look, yo, you haven't asked us to do this in a minute. Might need a second. You can only do it this much today. Are we forgiving of ourselves? And if we've been practicing a lot, are they doing what they can? Are we holding ourselves accountable? Right? All right, I'm going to calm the standing. Ooh, shift into this left leg, asking this right leg to come off the earth. Now for me, I'm going to go ahead and say, okay, you can come off the earth. Then let's ask the core, the belly, the thighs. Now notice, it looks like, oh, I'm just standing here, but that hip is already open. How neutral can I be? Now I'm going to open and close. Remember, you don't have to lift this leg this high. Open and close. What do you notice about different muscles in the back of your body, in your groin and your thigh? Good. One more. And bring that down. Let's go ahead and bend. How low can we go? You can go ahead and bend the chest forward too. Can you pull the butt back? I'll show you this way. Pulling the butt back and stand it up. Let's reach, stretch it all out. Stretch it all out. Bend the knees, butt back. Feel the feet even. Are you in one leg more than the other? Are muscles squeezing in certain parts of the thigh more than other? And stand. Oh, are we in a hurry to stand? Lift. Could you stretch out the low belly, the thigh muscles? Even in this shape, could we stretch that? Could we feel that? How about breathe freely in the tummy? Don't let the tummy tighten. Good. I'm going to bring myself back to center. I'm going to lift my right leg and then open the hip and step it back. And many of us may just want to start with stepping it back gradually, like that, okay? I'm going to position myself back forward onto the front of my mat. I'm going to lift that leg, open, step. Feel this support, step. Maybe take another. I'm going to take another for myself and step. All right? That doesn't mean you had to. Maybe right here was more than enough for your hips. Look at the right toes, aiming this way. Left knee over left heel. Can we turn this chest this way? And I'm just going to bend. Don't let that knee go past the toe. And straighten. Now I'm going to sink and ask myself, can this squeeze? Can this squeeze? What would I have to do to squeeze that? If you pushed the left foot to the floor more, do you feel different muscles engage in different ways in that thigh? Could we ask this hip to pull back? Does it like that? Does it not want you to do that anymore? Don't lock that right knee. Good. And now I'm going to straighten, reaching those arms. Reach forward over that left leg. Left hand down. Now it can rest up here. Perfectly fine. Right hand could rest right here. Just call it sassy triangle if we want. Some of you can let that arm come down. Just don't push on your knee. Same deal here. Don't lock that knee back. Breath. Can you feel the breath expanding and moving flesh in your waist? And bring ourselves up. Good. I'm going to bend this left knee. Left elbow to the knee. Reach. Good. Now reach forward. Bring the arm down. Sweep it back toward the right foot. And then lift it up to the ceiling. Turning the chest open. And reach it forward. Get kind of swimmy. Notice how it affects your balance. How present do we have to be in what the feet are doing, the lower legs, our hips? We can't get ahead of ourselves. We have to be present. Bring it back up, touching warrior two. Good. Let's just straighten here and spin on the left heel. Good. I'm going to work my hips side to side. Good. Hands behind your back. Some of you may prefer to have a strap. I'll turn and do this sideways. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And send the wrists down. How much can we straighten those arms? And let that pull and stretch the neck muscles down as you lift the top of the head up. Now, some of you can lift the wrists away from the back. Bend the knees a little, hips forward. This is probably more than enough for many of us. Breath in, soften the shoulders. Breath out, what feels good? You can work the neck left and right. How much have we moved this, or have we kept our head locked in one position, looking at some screen or another? When you're ready, pinch the shoulder blades together a little, encouraging the front of the chest to open. Now we're going to come forward. Some of you might need to let that strap go or your hands go. Remember those knees? I've got them bent there. It's a little bit for me. You could bend it a lot if you like. And then just let your upper body, see how much your low back wants to fold in, how much your head can hang heavy, how much breath can expand in your chest cavity, in your low belly cavity. I'm going to let the strap go, let the arms come down, bend the knees a bunch, and roll that spine upright. Good. So we're right here together. I'm going to lift the right foot, spin on the right heel, and bend the right knee. And so now we're going to just feel this space here. I'm going to turn this chest to aim forward. Now, I'm going to exaggerate this a little, but this right knee had been rolling in for me. I just want to see, can it find this angle? And a nice 180 right here. Good. Don't lock the knees. And we'll just slowly straighten and sink. You're all going to have to feel out your duration level. We don't want the mind to get mad or agitated. We want to see if we can stay in a calm, accepting space. Feeling energy change, levels of effort changing in the body. Feel the joints accepting this. Feel the muscles, how much they're able to do the work. And are we being kind? I'm going to keep these legs straight. What does compassion and forgiveness look like when we're in body movement? Especially if we frame it as an exercise or something that should be healthy for us. Oftentimes we're approaching things in our body for health reasons, but we're pretty darn demanding and unforgiving. And I don't know how healthy that is, right? We want to reach and say, how much do you want to move here? Hey, body, what part of this are you really liking, right? This part of my hip and side, I'm like, yeah, yummy, right? Do we know what shapes, what movements our joints and our flesh really like? And then find an even space with that. We're not here to make demands or command. We're not here to shape ourselves up. We're here to listen, breathe, connect. Feel the body maybe gradually letting you in a little bit more. Getting to practice patience, putting it into action. It's definitely not my strong suit. It's not. Some of you know that that's the name I was given when I took refuge as a Buddhist 21 years ago. Zojal, that's my name. And for some reason, I thought my Lama meant I had it. And he was like, no, this is your journey. Great, I get to work on impatience until I get reincarnated. Thank you. And lift it back up. Oh, I'm going to bend this knee. Oh, I'm going to bring this elbow here. Maybe use that elbow to help remind that thigh to open up. Or maybe you're like, I don't want to remind myself of anything. I just want to chill. And just let this be chill. How much rest is right here? Do you believe that there's some rest here? Or is there something in your body going, what do you call this? Rest? How do you convert that to find one little piece of rest, a nugget? That's all. Oftentimes, we're zero-sum, man. It's all or nothing. And we see the whole thing as horrible or the whole thing as, amazing, the most transformative experience of my life. Actually, I could just have a little nugget. All right, I'm going to rotate the chest and sweep. Feel free to come out if you need to come out. Feeling the spine, feeling the balance. Like actually on this side, I feel like I have far more stability and I can ease into it. I was really super wobbly here on the other side. I'm not judging it. I'm just noticing. I'm different. Guess what? Right leg, left leg, they're different. Who knew? And then bring ourselves back up. Straighten this front leg. I'm going to spin on the heels. And they're both forward. Yeah, no Buddha squat today. I figured we've had enough, right? Got those arms out. How much can this side grow? How much can this side grow? How much can both pull away from each other? Shoulders down. A lot of times we start working arms, they creep up like we're wearing them like earrings. Can we pull those down? Check in. Are you locking your knees? Check the toes. Good. Full flat spine. Soften those knees. Don't lock them. Don't have all the weight back in the heels. What's going on? Say something positive. Just grab a millisecond of something positive. Good. Right hand, left foot, ankle, shin. Woo! Bring it back. 1 second. Here we go. Left arm, right foot, right ankle. Woo! Come on back to center. And let's let it go. Let's hear the sound of our breath. That's you. That's you. You are the energy that's animating your body, animating your breath. That's you. Not all that outside stuff. Not our titles at our job. Not the roles we play in our relationships. We're not daughters and sons. We're not spouses. We're not job titles. Hear your breath. That's you. All right, I'm going to bring my hands down and bring one knee down gently, other knee down gently. I'm going to make my way to hands and knees and walk the knees back, chest over thumbs. You could cross the ankles, it's kind of cute, but you don't have to. I'm hoping you can see here, I'm going to sag in my shoulders. Here I'm going to dome it up. So try not to dump all of your weight into your shoulders. Let the muscles in the shoulder socket support your body weight. Can you squeeze your tummy muscles without sucking the tummy in? It's a hard thing to learn the difference on. So don't suck up. Just as though you were going to cough. Just tighten the muscles like you were going to cough around your belly. Use the belly more than the arms. What? Yeah, use the belly more than the arms. All right, cool. Let's use some inspiration here. Breathe. And lower it down. Ready? Push it right back up. Whatever happens, happens. Come on. Yeah, make a sound. Here we go. Lower it down. Ready? And push it right back up. Nice. Let's shift back. I'm going to widen the knees for child's pose. Let the hips sink back. Let go. If you want your arms behind you, bring them down and around. If you don't know what you want, try a few things. It takes a while for us, if we've never really let the body tell us what it wants, it takes a while for us to teach the body. No, we really mean it. You get to have a choice. Let the body tell you its choice. Or it tells you, I don't know. And you say, that's fine. Let's try this, and this. How does that feel? And it starts to learn muscle memory. It starts to learn what's uncomfortable. I'm going to bring myself up. One more space here just to feel a little bit more core and belly, right? We've been in the legs. We've worked the spine. I'm just going to shift left and right in a tabletop. If your wrists are sensitive or feeling a little tired or achy, you can make fists and just rest on your knuckles. That tends to take a little pressure out of the wrist. Left and right. Can you let the neck go with? How carefree can we be? And ask your back, your waist, your sides, your hips, how do they feel? How swimmy can we make this feel? Do we feel self-conscious? Right? That ad-lib improv. Some of us are like, oh my God, I hate improv. I don't know what to do. That's the point. How free can we be? All right, let's find a few cat and cow. Good. Here we go. You want to lift the left leg, right arm. Breathe and bring it down. Left arm, right leg. Breathe. Bring it down. Thank your middle because that's what's really helping you. Left leg, right arm. Breathe. Don't worry about how high. Bring it down. And lift. Just switch and lift. Bring it down. Let's do it again. Breathe. Eyes open. And switch. How calm can we be? How open-minded and free. Invite some discovery. Some curiosity. Not a demand. And if everything in your body says, I don't have any more in me, come on down. Don't even get to that point. Don't take yourself to the edge of utter exhaustion. We start to erase that as a model for how we live. I'm going to even myself out because I think this is what I need to do. I'm not sure. And I'm going to bring that down. Good. Let's come to sitting. I'm going to bring the bottoms of my feet together. Knees open. And let's just take a minute. Whew. I'm not getting ready for anything or anything. I'm just here. How does here feel? Do I even know how to practice letting that be a thing? What are you doing right now? I'm feeling here. I'm feeling now. In my bones, in my flesh, in my heart. Because I'm never going to meet it again. It's not going to come back. So I want to get to know it. I want to ask it, how are you? Good to meet you. So absorb the here, the now. Start practicing. This is how I do this. This is how I bring this pause. And that this is valid and worthy of my attention, my effort. All right, I'm going to find a little twist here. Shoulders down. Now you check in on your own. What am I doing? Am I trying to get somewhere? Am I forcing something? Or am I finding a collaborative relationship with this spiral as it's coiling up my spine? Is it helping me get acquainted with new areas of my spine, new muscle actions, new abilities and ranges of letting go and doing nothing? Yeah, that's a thing. And I'm going to gently release. I got to feel some nice low spine releasing. It's really tight and clenchy this morning. I think I'm feeling maybe the rain or something that's coming. I don't know. Something's going on in my body. Breathe in and lift. Exhale, twist. Yoga is a wonderful tool to help us learn how to respect ourselves, how to bring caring into our self-care. Feel the twist at the lowest part of the spine and just ask yourself, how am I treating myself right now? Is that the way I want to be treated? Feel the mid-spine in the coil. Is it real pinchy and tight? Or is it a nice soft coil? How am I treating myself right there? Is that how it wants to be treated? And progress upward, up your spine in that manner. And it takes a while for our bodies and our breath to trust us that we really mean caring self-care. Not get over here, do this twist because it's good for us. I'm calling myself out, you guys. I've been practicing for a long time. And that means I've been trapped between my two ears for a long time. And all I do is share with you the chatter that goes on in my head. And if it's resonating with you, we're just human. That's the kind of crap that goes on, and the yoga helps us look at it and go, whoo, that's in there. I don't need that in here right now today. I'm going to come forward, and let's just be present with what is here. Ask yourself, what am I doing right now? I'm being here. I'm practicing here. In my thighs, in my hips, in my belly, in my shoulders, in my breath, in my mind. Let the head go. Oh, the spine. I've even been guilty of excessively trying to be here. It's a thing. If we can overdo, over-apply, strive for an A, Belinda's going to try to do it. All right, I'm going to lengthen the legs out and shake it out. Fundamentals, basics. Getting to the fundamentals of yoga. Point and flex the toes and the heels. Let that feel good. Hopefully, we did a lot on our feet. So it's nice to kind of, say, hey, feet, thank you. Here's some space. Here's some free movement without weight bearing. But yoga means to create a connection. And it's like, well, what are we connecting with? We're not just connecting muscle fibers. And we're not just connecting to the breath. And those are great. I'm not taking away any of the validity of all of that. But once we start to really connect in with the true-ish that's going on in our heads, and let that connect in with our bodies and let the body guide the way. Remember I said, the mind is not in charge. All right, you could soften the knees a little or straighten. We've done a few forward bends, so your body might be warmed up and be more accepting. So we're just curious here, just seeing how far your body wants to come forward. How much does the back, how much do the legs want to let this happen? So yoga means creating a connection. Connecting in with the truth of what is going on right now. So if you're already still kind of reviewing something that we did 5 minutes ago, that's not now. If you're anticipating what you're going to do a little bit later today, you guessed it, that's not now. What are different sections of your skin on your body telling you right now? Maybe touch something on purpose. And if you're feeling a little stressed, if you're feeling like, I need to come out, what could soothe you right now? Could you ask your breath, hey breath, how are you feeling? And the breath's like, who, me? Oh, you want me to, okay, here, let's do a breath in and a breath out. And maybe your breath says, hey, I need a little bit more room in my belly. And you can lift up and say, is that better? And your breath says, yeah. And you breathe. Maybe you can come back down. Maybe you stay up and you say, I choose breath more than pushing the body beyond what it can take, more than pushing the breath beyond what it can take. That's fundamental. Because if I don't know how to do this in this kind of shape, in this kind of pose, how am I going to do that in an arm balance? How am I going to do that in a handstand? How am I going to do that in some crazy twist? Right? The goal in yoga is not some contortionist act. It's obtaining peace, a balance, an equilibrium in the mind and the body and the breath and the spirit. All right, I'm done lipping off. I'm going to bring my feet toward the front of my mat just so that my whole body will come to a rest onto the floor. I'm going to see if I can soften here. And I'm waiting for my left hip to calm down. It's a little tense, and now it's like, oh, you mean calm down. And I said, yeah, I said I would wait for you, so I'm just going to wait. And that wasn't even an implication to hurry up. Good. I'm going to draw the left knee in. See if you can push the back muscles into the floor and notice, what does that wake up in your belly? I'm going to cross over the right side with that left knee for a spinal twist. Breathe in. Woo. Breathe out. Bringing ourselves back to center. And you know what? I'm going to let that left knee fall open. A little quasi-tree lying on my back. Does that left hip and thigh want to let that happen? Or is it not trusting? Is it kind of grabbing and holding? How can your mind or your breath help your body find some trust and some ease? Even if it's just a little bit. Remember, this isn't zero sum. This isn't all or nothing. Okay, now I'm going to push my low back into the floor a little. And that asks my belly to do a little work to bring that left knee up. And then I'm going to straighten the left leg. And draw the right knee in. Don't use the hands. Push the low back to the floor. Asking the middle of me to help pull it all together from my center. All right, I'm going to cross it over for a spinal twist. I will use my left hand here. Oh, breath in. Breath out. Good. Slowly come back to center, pressing the low back to the floor, drawing the right knee into the belly, and then allowing that right knee to fall open. And see what this right hip says. How far does it want to go? How much does the rest of the back, the other limbs, can they relax? No matter what's going on in that right leg. Let go of any illusion of control, even wanting to control. Wanting to be perfect is nothing but us trying to exert control. There is no perfect. And often we don't know how to equate improvement and progress as different from perfect. Push the low back to the floor, engage the belly. We'll draw this knee in, and now let's draw both knees in. Hands to the knees. And then do whatever you need here. Some of us really like a rocking. Some of us like to soften. And remember what I said. If you don't know what you like, play around. Be willing to explore, to dabble. Especially if something in your mind goes, ooh, I hate that. I hate just being asked to finger paint and just dabble. And if you hate it, lean into it. Like, what is that? Can I just play a little and just feel what left and right feel like? If you need more precision, just say, I'm going to feel my right hip bones as I put weight on it. I'm going to feel the left hip bones as I put weight on it. All right, if you want to give it a little structure, right? If that was a little too unstructured. All right, last little bit. We're going to just straighten the legs up. Rest the arms. Some of you need to have those knees soft, okay? Straightening those legs might be putting too much work on the belly. That's generally where that work is happening, especially if you're sitting here going, why are my legs shaking, right? If you can't figure it out, I'm just going to let you know. Press that low back to the floor. Maybe bend those knees a little. Relax the shoulders against the floor. Now, if you can straighten those legs as effortlessly as you can, go ahead. Relax your throat. Relax your belly for breath. And I'm going to bend the knees and bring the feet down. Bottoms of the feet together, knees open. Now I'm going to stay here for my Shavasana as my last pose, my pose of rest. If this isn't comfortable for you, feel free to straighten the body out to lay down on your back. Maybe put a pillow under your back, under your head, under your knees. The point is a little more freestyle here going on. Make yourself comfortable, at ease. This is where we get to practice this, to learn what does ease look like. It doesn't just happen, right? It doesn't just rain down on us. We have to learn how to practice it. We have to learn how to put some effort toward our ease, how to invite it. Simplicity often takes effort. Many of us soon quickly discover simplicity is hard. Simplicity and ease, they're hard. If they weren't hard, everybody would be doing it. Simple isn't simple, and yet it is. I know, I'm full of paradoxes and contradictions. Slow down. Practice being here. Here in your calf muscles. Here in your back muscles. The whole span of your back. Be here. Here in your breath, its volume, its expression. Let's start to wiggle the toes and the fingers. Do any movements that you wish. Again, more of that paint on the wall in your own way. Exploring, how do the hips feel, legs feel? Maybe an area of the body that you wanted to connect with today that had felt neglected through the week. And then we'll bring ourselves upright to sitting. You don't have to sit cross-legged if that isn't your jam, if your hips and your knees don't allow it. You could sit with your legs out in front of you. You could sit up on a stool or a block, pillow. How genuine can you ask yourself to be here? I think we feel like we need to take on a role when we come and sit cross-legged. Can you just simply be who you are right here? And practice being here. Being in your breath here. This is you. Just be you. But we're getting to know who we are. How we wish to be as energetic beings. Hands to the heart center. If you wish, you could leave your hands on your legs. You don't have to do namaste if it feels intimidating. But all of the light and love and joy in me, as well as the darkness and the flaws and the mistakes in me, sees the light and the joy in you and the darkness and the flaws and the mistakes, because we're just reflections of one another. Namaste. That's what namaste means. All right, everybody, peace. Thank you all so much for the opportunity to get to share practice with you today. I hope at least one little piece of it serves you, and that you go forth today and you get to be present and just practice being here. And maybe that'll help you soak up the day in a meaningful way today. Peace. Namaste. Have a great day.